Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Turnaround Coach, the place where you're going to get that little nugget of information that's going to help you transform your organization to levels beyond your dreams. We are recording today on New Year's Day, so Happy New Year and welcome to 2024. I hope you had an amazing holiday couple of weeks and you're ready to hit the ground running, because I do believe this. I believe that we have the power to control our future. We're not going to ever be able to control the things that happen to us. However, we can control how we show up, the commitment we give to our most burning desires, and how we handle our emotions so that we can stay motivated and on track for success. Now, the great thing about working on a turnaround, taking an organization from one place to the next, and usually it's a pretty big change, is that you can specifically see the fruits of your labor. You can see the impact that you made by really focusing on what works, being able to create a climate and culture where your people are thriving, either clients and customers, your employees, or even yourself, and be able to put your organization at a level of success that you couldn't even imagine could happen. I know this because I've been there. I've done this, and the feeling you get from being able to do that is amazing. And that's why I'm so passionate about the work that I do. So today I wanted to come on because we're going into 2024, as I said, and this is the year to make big things happen. And I love this time with you on my YouTube channel because I get to bring you some really great content for no cost. And I love that. I am one of those learners where I like to soak up everything everybody has to say and then take it and see how it fits into my personality, my way of doing things, my roadmap for the future. And I don't know what's happening with the camera today. So that's a little side note, but I got a camera a while back and all of a sudden it's using its AI feature, I guess, and it's moving itself around. So please bear with me. All right, having said that, I wanted to talk to you about going into this year, doing exactly what I just shared, making it your best year ever. I've been having a lot of conversations with people online and in person over the last few weeks, just kind of hearing about how things are going for them as I not necessarily compare my progress with them, but see if I'm on the right track on this journey. And I can say I've really made some huge progress in my business, which is amazing because, that's always great validation. But I also can tell you that I hear from about half of the people that they were ready for 2023 to be done. Many of them said, okay, let's just get it over. I'm just going to coast through the remainder of the year because it's been such a horrible year for me, and get started fresh on January 1st. And then I've heard the exact opposite. I've heard people say, I made so much progress in 2023, and I'm so excited about what's coming forward. No matter where you are right now, I know that a time like this, the start of a new year, is a time that we get to write a new chapter in our life. And you are the author of that chapter. You get to decide what you want that roadmap to look like. However, that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today. Because one thing that I learned, and I have to tell you, I've learned a lot of lessons in 2023. I learned that I need to be very detail oriented when it comes to my roadmap. Now, if I take myself back to 16 years ago, almost 16 and a half now, when I took over the first school that I did a turnaround, I had to sit down and I had to reflect on everything that was working and everything that wasn't working and figure out why the things that weren't working weren't working. And then I had to develop goals, and I had to organize those goals, as I shared in this last fall season with you right here, about prioritizing, making sure that you're not focused on too many areas, making sure that they're big ticket items so that you can see success as quickly as possible. And then I would have to develop very specific objectives and action plans, and see who's going to be responsible and what resources were needed. And then where was there going to be new learning involved, and then have checkups along the way, right? Milestones in which I can review progress and make adjustments. I did that and I became an expert basically at that process. But when I went into 2023, and this business was my side hustle, I didn't approach it with the same focus. I'll be honest, it was one lesson that I had to learn. And I had to learn it the hard way, because when I went 100% in June, July, August, I was behind. I could have already had some things done so that my transition was easier. But I'll tell you, I struggled. And I struggled to find clients and customers and find my right groove and be in the right niche and all of the things. And it put me back. It set me back to really be financially setting myself up for success to wrap up the year. Now, December was my best month so far. It's not where I want it to be yet, but each month is growing, and that's amazing. And saying that, I know that going into 2024, one of the adjustments, there we go again, that silly camera, one of the adjustments that I need to make is to really be sure that I do that kind of planning for myself in this business as I did with the schools, because I saw the success quickly within the school system. And I know it was because there was a solid plan moving forward. I share that with you today because I want to ask you, are you set up to have the best 2024 you possibly can have? Now, chances are you're seeing this because you're a business owner, you're a leader, you have a responsibility somehow, some way to go in and help your organization be the best. But you may be watching this because personally, you want to develop yourself in addition to the work that you do, so that you also can be set up for your very best life. And I do believe that these strategies can work in either realm, personally or professionally. So I want you to think about, where are you right now with your plans for 2024? Are you flying by the seat of your pants and I'm just going with the flow, and whatever life brings me, that's what I'm going to do? Or are you very intentional? Are you very specific on, this is what I want to accomplish, and this is how I'm going to get there? Yesterday, when I was finishing up my very last training run for the Houston Half Marathon, which will be in less than 2 weeks, I was reflecting. And I like to do that when I'm out on the roads, just kind of lose myself in my thoughts. And I was reflecting on the fact that I've learned so much from so many people over this past year. And now I need to start organizing it. I need to start figuring out what works best for me, because just because Sherry down the street says it should be this way, that might be great for her, but it might not work for me. And so I'm developing my own business personality, my own persona. And even though I've been in leadership for quite some time, the content is a little different, right? The context of what I'm doing is a little bit different. And so I have to make some pivots and adjustments. And as I've been doing that, I've been thinking about my own personal formula for success. And I have to tell you, sometimes we overcomplicate things. We definitely do. But I promise you, when you understand your own personal formula, definition, whatever you want to call it, of what success is and how you can get there, you reflect on what worked and what didn't work in the past year, and you develop that roadmap with very solid goals for what you want to accomplish, you will be able to make your goals and dreams happen. And I bet beyond your belief. Because sometimes we get into that point of where we think small so that we can accomplish things, and then inevitably big things happen. All right, guys, I apologize for this camera. It is about to make me crazy, but this week I want you to really reflect on that. Where are you on your process for setting yourself up for amazing things in 2024? And of course, that's my area of expertise. So if you need support, do not hesitate to reach out. We can talk about a plan that is tailored exactly to your individual needs. And we can set you up definitely for quick success so that you can breed off of that motivation, right? That success breeds success is my little favorite saying. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope you have an amazing year. And I hope that you really dig deep into what it is you want and you're able to make that plan to be able to get there. All right. That is my little nugget for you for this week right here on Turnaround Coach. And I will see you next week. Same place, same time. Enjoy your week and go out there and make big things happen because nobody sets out to be average. We all want to be thriving for excellence. All right, guys, I'll see you next week right back here on Turnaround Coach.